Hey, what's up, my little Tatter's host? Yo, come in, sit down, and shut the door. There's actually some real stuff going down. All right, now, you guys, this is all alleged. I'm going to give you guys the source. I'm going to walk you through it, but let me just get to the point. They are saying that Rob Kardashian OD'd. What's more, he's had a crazy, the first thing he said out of his mouth was that Blac Chyna ruined his life. On top of that, they're talking about the way Kris Jenner, this is all alleged, right? We don't know if it's true, but I'm going to let you know the source because the source has actually been really good about other things. Okay. So it's a French gossip mag, but I'm going to take you through that. They are actually saying that Kris Jenner has instituted a media blackout and cover up, and all the Kardashians are in on it. Now, listen, first of all, before we get into this, they are saying that Rob is now okay. He is not in critical condition. He is not life-threatening. He is up, but they're saying he's fighting going to rehab. Let's just get into these details because it is a lot. Let's start off where it comes from. Okay, so this comes from Aquababe. Aquababe is a famous French gossip Instagram account, okay? And they're the ones that first reported this. Now, you should know that the guy, Aquababe, they're assuming is a guy that runs the account, has a solid reputation spilling tea about famous French people. It's weird and unusual that he actually has American gossip, right? So we can't say that this is 100% accurate, but I will say this. His gossip when it comes to French people usually checks out. The fact that he got this little tidbit, we don't know. So it can either go two ways. They could all be cap, all lies, but on the other hand, he literally could have stumbled into one of the biggest stories. Again, Rob is okay. He is stabilized. There's nothing life-threatening going on. He needs, if these reports are true, needs to go to rehab. But let's talk about this, right? Everything began with somebody asking for news about Rob Kardashian. Now, of course, whoever did that, this was a plant, because why the hell is anybody in France asking anything about Rob Kardashian? No offense to Rob Kardashian, but I mean, anyway, Aquababe answered that Rob was again struggling with depression and was thinking about going to rehab. Now, I will say this, Rob in rehab, let me read some more and then I'm going to get into it because it's funny how this has a tie to Khloe and Lamar and why people are saying that Khloe always babies Rob. Because while Rob might have dipped and dabbled, when he started living with Khloe and Lamar, it seemed like whatever he had going on got a billion times worse. Remember when he was posting things on the internet, talking about a cup with his name, talking about he's part of the codeine boys and all this stuff. And it looks like if he is, whatever he is using is the type that makes you gain weight, syrup, codeine. Remember Gucci Mane before Keisha got a hold of him, right? Remember Gucci Mane, that stomach before Keisha got a hold of him? Yeah. That might have been where Rob was also dipping and diving. But people are saying that's one of the big reasons why Khloe always felt so guilty. I'll get into that later. They say on December the 27th at 3:17 a.m., Rob arrived unconscious to the hospital with a pale blue face and blue lips. They're alleging that he, again, this is all unverified, but I'm just reading the story. He overdosed on alcohol with Oxycontin painkillers. Fentanyl also was found in his blood. Now, this is actually really specific and really weird that an authoritative gossip blog would go out on a limb and give this much detail if there's nothing there. But where do things have happened? He stayed under surveillance and doing exams all night long. When he woke up, he allegedly cried and screamed, "Blac Chyna ruined my life." Blac Chyna needs to get a restraining order against Rob. It's weird the way Rob is so obsessed and focused on this woman. And I'm not saying, I am saying he doesn't have a reason to, because I was up in the Blac Chyna trial, and Rob seemed to be the one that had a problem. And not only that, all his sisters, if this can be true, you knew he had a problem. You knew that he was obsessive. He was vicious. He was just naturally mean-spirited toward the woman he dated. And if he is on something that would probably amplify it. And instead of not even rallying around Chyna, because Chyna, like, you could be like, whatever, that's just some girl my brother had a baby with. But instead of rallying around Rob and trying to get him the help he needed, they literally always run defensive. Whoever woman's life he wants to ruin. At least that's what I see, okay? And it's actually sick that if this is true, that means Rob's been struggling with this for a while. Blac Chyna also, she implied it sometimes, and I believe she flat out said in the others that he does have a problem. And I'll cut to the Kardashians always fighting to make sure that Rob has more custody of Dream. Cut to Khloe being like, Dream spends more time at my house than her own mother's. No, baby, she spends more time at your house than her own father's. Again, when you take this, if this is true, and you look at the totality of the situation, it's actually sick what the Kardashians did to Blac Chyna. But let's get into this. He screamed, Blac Chyna ruined my life. I can't enjoy time with my kids without snakes and crows monitoring my attitude and behavior. Is this the family? Knowing Rob has a problem and make it, oh, you know what? I'm reading this in real time. Another layer could be that Khloe always has Dream because they know that Rob's not well. But again, why'd you fight for 50-50 custody when you know when she comes over, she's just over the aunt's house. She ain't never got her daddy around. Why don't you let her mom have her more? Anyway, he said, I miss my kid. Okay, I want to, and fame is not, I want to go away, delete myself, and fame is not for me. Okay, listen, fame, I don't know why everybody cowers for fame, and don't get me wrong, the perks of fame, the money, the this, the that, you got people, no matter what you do, you could run over like a school bus and people are like, yay, good for you. I get that, why that might be an allure, but why is it that everybody truly that has fame and money, not for the most part, but unless they do some serious self-work, when they first get it, they see it doesn't make them any happier. And if anything, it enhances the feelings. He said, I'll go to rehab without even kissing or hugging my child. She's my kid. Why wasn't it? Well, I guess he wasn't in the right state for Dream to see him. She is still a little girl. And I'm sure Blac Chyna was like, this is too much. Some relatives, the family, were very worried and hesitate to send him directly to treatment after he left the emergency room. The reasons for his act are still rather vague. As soon as this is Aqua Babe translated, as soon as I have reason and more details of whether he intends to go to rehab, I'll keep you posted. They also said in another post, Kris Jenner has allegedly called the hospital and directed that no information be leaked to the press. According to Aqua Babe, a lot of paparazzis are aware of the information and are waiting validation to know if they can leak it. Kris Jenner got that media on lock. Cha-ching. Again, in another post, they said Rob is doing okay. He asked for 3 security agents who were in his room to call Kris Jenner. He wanted to talk to her directly and not through the phone. Isn't that crazy that even when you go through this, Kris still wasn't around? I know Kris is a busy businesswoman, and I'm not judging because of situations like this. Thank God he's okay. But why aren't you there actually in mom mode? I'm just saying. Oh, but 47 minutes later, Kris and Khloe arrived to the hospital. Rob told them he did not want to go to rehab. He just wants to see his child and did not want the press to know he OD'd. Khloe agreed with him about not going to rehab. Kris was sure. Rob left on Friday the 30th and Saturday the 31st, hospital at 2:30 p.m. So this happened like on New Year's Eve, the day before and whatever. Another follower told Aqua Day 4 days ago he was having lunch at Nobu and Kris Jenner was there. He heard she was talking poorly about Chyna and said Rob was not okay, but if Dream saw her father in this shape, it would be sad for her. This is why Kim would have posted this strange Instagram story about Rob's merchandise to clear the rumors. Some assumed it was totally staged and Khloe, Kim, and Rob voices were recorded separately. Listen, I'll just say this. It sounds believable. I believe it. And until we have proof that it is false or some type of statement, I don't know, y'all. I don't know. Listen, I wanted to bring you this. I'm working on another story because there's a few layers between Rob, Blac Chyna, and Khloe that everybody's missing. I'll try to post it today or tomorrow, but let me know what you think in the comments. And I will just say this. It's super interesting that Khloe is saying, no, you don't need to go to rehab because she doesn't think that he has a problem. If this is true, there have long been rumors that Khloe is an enabler. Khloe, even Instagram posts would lead me to believe that she is enabling bad behavior. But I'm going to put that in a different video, okay? Let me know what you think in the comments, and I will talk to you later. Bye.